The monster. Through Greek, Roman, and Latin literature, the monster was described as a freak of nature with hideous birth defects. The monster was sometimes seen as ghostly beings. But what if the monster is not a physical being, but rather an idea? What if the monster is inside each and every one of us? The word monster, possibly derived from the Latin word monstrare, means to demonstrate or to warn. The word creates images in most people's heads of ghosts, vampires, and ghouls. One may picture an extremely disfigured human damaged by chemical radiation or such. A study from the University of Cambridge alludes to the fact that monsters simply teach a lesson. Dictionary.com defines a monster as an imaginary creature that is typically large, ugly, and frightening. However, the definition of a monster is open-ended. The monster is anything that brings negative emotions towards other people and overall spreads negativity. The monster in To Kill a Mockingbird slowly revealed itself throughout the book as the prejudice within the people in Maycomb became more evident. This was through the mistreatment of Tom Robinson and Atticus Finch and the misjudgment of Boo Radley. The average reader, when picking up the book, may have believed that Boo Radley was the monster in the story. However, later in the story, as threats and tragedy began to take place, the monster revealed itself to be the hatred that was kept in the hearts of the citizens of Maycomb. In To Kill a Mockingbird, hatred was the murder of Tom Robinson. Hatred was what kept Boo Radley in his house, and it was hatred in Bob Ewell when he attacked two innocent young children, resulting in his death. Hatred and negativity had spread through Maycomb, resulting in each and every person in the town to become a monster in their own way. Monsters in the real world are less obvious than in literature. Not unlike in Maycomb, monsters in the real world may hide behind a normal face. Although some may still believe in ghosts and disfigured creatures covered in warts and thorns, most now realize that monsters in the real world are just normal people with intentions to bring negativity towards you. Murderers, kidnappers, stalkers. Monsters in the real world hide their hatred behind masks, so their prey might not even realize until they attack. Take Ted Bundy as an example, one of the most notorious serial killers and rapists of his time, and all time. According to biography.com, he had killed at least 36 women in the 1970s. He hid his ill intentions behind his friendly exterior, leading his victims alone with him by asking for help without a struggle. John Wayne Gacy, another American serial killer and sex offender, he hid his hatred and cruelty behind clown makeup. Sometimes dubbed as the Killer Clown, Gacy murdered at least 33 young men in Cook County, Illinois, according to biography.com. These two men went down in history for their crimes eventually, along with many others. But at the time of their spree, they were nothing but normal faces. In the real world, some may still fear demons and vampires, but the scariest monsters are the ones you cannot even see.